Hello friends, now we see the unit first semiconductor part 5 types of diodes. So here first we see the Zener diode, a properly doped PN junction diode which has a sharp breakdown is known as a Zener diode. Means it is a simple type of PN junction diode but it is properly doped which has a sharp breakdown as known as Zener diode. It is also called a voltage regulator for a breakdown diode. So this Zener diode, it will work as a voltage regulator. Zener diode is represented by systematic symbol as shown in figure. It has two terminals, namely anode and cathode. So this is the symbol of Zener diode. Just like a simple diode, arrow is there, and at the tip of that arrow here one Z like structure is there, so that is cathode. So this is the symbol of Zener diode. Like simple PN junction diode, this diode also have towards one side anode and another side cathode. So two electrodes are there, so it is known as a diode, and at the same time it is properly doping, so it will work as a voltage regulator, and therefore here we show that with the help of symbol Z, which indicate that it is a Zener diode. Zener breakdown. Zener breakdown occurs in PN junction which is heavily doped. The heavily doped junction has a narrow depletion region. So there are two different type of breakdowns are there. First breakdown is known as Zener breakdown and another one is avalanche breakdown. So in case of Zener breakdown occur in PN junction which has heavily doped. So when the diode is heavily doping, means the impurities, third group impurities or fifth group impurities, if they are added in more percentage, then it is known as heavily doped. The heavily doped junction has a narrow depletion region. So here the depletion region is too much narrow. When reverse voltage is increased, the electric field across PN junction also increases. Therefore, the covalent bonds to break from the crystal structure. As a result, large minority charge carriers are generated and a large current flows through a PN junction. This mechanism breakdown is called Zener breakdown. So, in case of Zener breakdown, when we increase the reverse voltage, the electric field across PN junction also increases. Means due to the external electric field, the field across voltage increases, reverse voltage, the electric field also increases, and therefore the covalent bonds breaks. Already we have seen that the each silicon atom, it is attached with its neighboring silicon atom with covalent bond. So such type of covalent bonds are break, and therefore minority charge carriers are generated and large current flow through the PN junction. So such type of mechanism we observe in case of Zener breakdown. In avalanche breakdown, PN junction is lightly doped. Exactly opposite case, in case of Zener diode, the doping is heavily. Here the doping is lightly, means less amount of impurities are added and have a wide depletion width, and therefore light doping is there, therefore the depletion region is wide. When sufficient voltage is applied, the minority carrier acquire a large amount of kinetic energy. When these minority carriers collide with semiconductor atom within the crystal structure, they impart sufficient energy to break down the covalent bonds. As a result, due to the charge carrier, large amount of current flows through the PN junction is called avalanche breakdown. So here we consider that one such type of uh, atom is there, and here we consider that the electrons are there like this. On that electron, the external electron will incident or collide, and therefore this electron it will come out, and such type of large charge carriers are available, and due to these charge carriers, the large amount of current will flow. So such type of breakdown it is known as avalanche breakdown. So such type of breakdown it is known as avalanche breakdown. Zener diode are also designed to operate in the breakdown region without any damage. So this is the one most important characteristic of Zener diode. It is operate in the breakdown region without any damage. If we consider instead of Zener diode, if we use a simple diode, it will damage in the breakdown region. But the Zener diode, it is properly doped diode and therefore it will not damage in the breakdown region. By varying the doping level, it is possible to produce Zener diode with various breakdown voltage as ranging from 20 to 28 volt to 200 volt. So by proper doping, we can increase the breakdown voltage and it may be from 28 to 200 volts. So as which type of voltage we require for our circuit, in this way we can increase the voltage from 28 to 200 volt. Working principle of Zener diode in forward bias. It conducts the current due to the majority charge carrier and behave like an ordinary PN junction diode. Therefore its forward characteristic will be same as that of ordinary diode. So this is the characteristic of ordinary diode. Here the forward characteristic of ordinary diode and the Zener diode both are same. Initially the voltage is 0 due to this depletion region, and when the depletion the voltage, if we apply, if it is more than depletion region, the current start to increase. So such type of new voltage and the forward characteristic are same as that of the simple PN junction diode. In case of reverse diode, here reverse voltage will increase. Initially the voltage is 0 and due to the breakdown region, due to the avalanche breakdown or Zener breakdown, here the current increases sharply without more increasing voltage. Means there is slight change in voltage, we get a large amount of current. So this is the main characteristic of Zener diode which we observe in the reverse condition, reverse bias condition. When a Zener diode is in reverse bias, it conducts the current due to the minority charge carrier, and this current will be very small so long as the reverse voltage is less than breakdown voltage. As reverse voltage is increased to the breakdown voltage, a large number of electron hole pairs are produced and the reverse current sharply increases. So due to the pair of electron hole, a large reverse current, and due to that there is sharp increasing current. This reverse current in Zener is known as Zener current and the breakdown voltage is known as Zener voltage. If the voltage is again increased beyond the Zener voltage, the Zener current increases but the voltage across Zener diode remains constant. Means here the current increases but at the same time here the current increases but the voltage cannot increase. Means the current voltage is controlled, and therefore this is the main characteristic of Zener diode. Here there is no change in voltage but at the same time the current increases, that we have told here. If the voltage is again increased beyond the Zener voltage, the Zener current increases but the voltage across Zener diode remains constant. Figure shows the practical equivalent circuit of Zener diode. Since a real diode has a small reverse resistance in the breakdown region, this is the ideal Zener diode. The ideal Zener diode, it will work like a battery or eliminator, but for the practical purpose with battery, here we use one resistance, means some reverse resistance is also present. So practically the symbol, the equivalent circuit of Zener diode is like this: one resistance and one battery, and ideal it has no reverse resistance, and therefore the ideal Zener diode, it will work like a battery eliminator. It will provide a constant voltage supply. Means there is a perfect DC voltage we observe, constant voltage supply is observed, but practically some resistance is also present. So this is the equivalent circuit of Zener diode. The circuit shows that the equivalent circuit of real Zener diode is approximately to a battery with voltage Vz in series with a resistance Rz. Is called Zener resistance, which is also known as a dynamic or AC resistance. Zener diode conducts in both direction, is it cannot be used as a rectifier circuit. Since the Zener diode conduct in both direction, therefore it is not work like a rectifier which will convert AC into DC. Application of Zener diode. It is used as a voltage regulator to regulate power supply. It is used in pulse amplifier. It is used as a fixed reference voltage in transistor biasing circuit. It is used as a voltage reference in emitter follower type. It is used for meter protection against damage from practical accidental application. It is used in protection circuit for MOSFET. So these are the different application. Voltage regulator, it can regulate the voltage. So for any electronic instrument, the constant voltage supply will provide and large amount of voltage will not given to the electronic instrument, and therefore it will protect it from the damage. So these are the few different applications of Zener diode. Comparison between PN junction diode and Zener diode. PN junction diode, it is not properly to control reverse breakdown. So in PN junction diode, the reverse breakdown is not properly controlled. It conduct only in one direction. PN junction diode, it is conduct only in one direction. It is always operated in forward bias condition. PN junction diode, it is always operated in forward bias condition. It has no sharp reverse breakdown. In PN junction diode, it have no sharp reverse breakdown. It burns immediately if the applied voltage exceeds the breakdown voltage. If the applied voltage of PN junction diode, if it is more than the breakdown voltage, then the PN junction diode, it will immediately burn, means it will damage. It is commonly used for rectification purpose. So the PN junction diode, it is used for the rectification purpose. Zener diode is a properly doped to control reverse breakdown. It conduct in both directions. Zener diode, it is properly doped diode, therefore it is used for control reverse breakdown. It is used in both directions. It is always operated in reverse bias condition. It has a quite sharp reverse breakdown voltage. It does not burn but functions properly in the breakdown region. So this is one of the important application of Zener diode. It is properly work in the breakdown region. It cannot be used for rectification but commonly used for voltage regulation. So just like a PN junction diode, this Zener diode, it is not used for rectification purpose but it is used for voltage regulation. Next, LED, light emitting diode. The PN junction diode, in which emit light when forward bias, is known as light emitting diode. So this is the symbol of LED, light emitting diode. The light is coming out from the PN junction. So such type of symbol, it is known as LED, that is light emitting diode. This is the construction of LED. So here two different layers are there. Yellow layer is N type, the gray layer is P type, and here the electrons, they are combined with the holes. And when the electrons are combined with the holes, the light is coming out from this glass window. Here one glass window is there. Here two metals are there, metal films are there. They connections are there. They will give the supply. So and here at the bottom there is one gold film is there. This gold film is used for the reflection of light from the bottom side. Construction. As N-type layer is deposited on a substrate of P-type is deposited on it by diffusion, since carrier recombination takes place in P-type, it is kept uppermost. The metal anode concentration are made at the outer edge of the P layer, so allow more central surface area of light to escape. A metal film is applied to the bottom of the substrate for reflecting as much as light as possible to the surface of the device. Materials used for LED. Following semiconducting materials are used for LED. Gallium arsenide phosphide, that is GaAsP, gallium phosphide, that is GaP, gallium arsenide GaAs, and gallium nitride. So these are the different materials we use for the construction of LED or material used for LED, and therefore different colorful lights you will observe due to this LED, due to this material. Silicon and germanium semiconductor materials are not used for manufacturing of LED because they are essentially heat producing materials. So for LED light we cannot use silicon and germanium because they are heat producing materials, they cannot produce light. But the gallium arsenide, gallium arsenide, phosphoride, like these materials are there, they are light producing material, therefore such type of materials are used. But at the same time silicon and germanium, with the help of this material, it is heat producing material, they cannot produce light, and therefore they cannot use, silicon and germanium is not used for in LEDs, and very poor in producing light, that is emitting light. Working of LED. LED is a forward bias PN junction diode which emit visible light when energized due to the forward bias. So these LEDs, they are the PN junction diode and it will emit the visible light when energized. Electron from N side across PN junction and recombine with holes on the P side. The electrons are higher conduction band on the N side, whereas the holes are in the lower valence band of the P side. During recombination, some of this energy difference is given up in the form of heat and light, that is photons. So the light which is emit from the LED, that are photons, that is known as light emitting particles are there. So here we consider that when the electrons they recombine with the holes, here we consider that holes, so therefore the energy difference between this electron hole, that energy it will emit in the form of light or photons. Application of LED. It is used for optocoupler. So optocoupler is device. In that device we use LED. It is also used in optical switching applications. It is used for introducing power on-off condition, power level indicators for stereo amplifiers. So in stereo amplifiers the LEDs are used. It is used in optical communication system. Nowadays the communication we can use optical fiber, and for that optical fiber optical communication is used, LEDs are used. It can be used as a solid state video display in place of CRT. Instead of CRT cathode ray tube, nowadays we use LED TV, LED phones are there. So these are flat and lightweight. So such type of, instead of solid state video display, now we use the LEDs. It is used in infrared remote controls. So in case of remote controls we use LED. With the LED we can on off the switch, we can on off the ACs. So for that all we use the LEDs. It is used for indicator in various electronic circuit. It is used in 7 segment display. It is used in image sensing circuit. In video phones it is used in monitor to indicate voltage level and polarity. It is used in alarm system. So for this different purpose we use LEDs. Some LEDs are in visible region, some LEDs are in infrared region. So these different types of LEDs we use for our daily life. Photodiode. When a PN junction diode is used without any bias, with a reverse bias, it is called photovoltaic device or solar cell. There are 3 types of photodiodes: PN photodiode, PIN photodiode and avalanche photodiode. So these 3 are the different type of photodiodes which we consider in case of solar cell or photodiode. PN junction diode, it is 2-terminal PN junction device. It is operated by first reverse biasing the junction and then eliminating them. The symbol and construction of photodiode is shown in figure. So symbol here we say that like this symbol is there, simple PN junction diode is there, and on that PN junction diode the light is incident. So this is the symbol of PN junction diode. A reverse bias PN junction diode has a small amount of reverse saturation current is due to thermally generated electron hole pairs. When light is fall on the junction, more electron hole pairs are generated which increase the reverse saturation current. The launch has been used to cap out unit to focus maximum light on the reverse bias condition. So without any light, the current which we get from the photocell it is known as dark current. So without any light is incident on the photocell, the current which we observe in reverse bias, it is known as dark current. And when the and it is operated in reverse bias condition, and when light is illuminate on it of different power, that is 10 milliwatt, 20 milliwatt, 30 milliwatt, 40 here we observe that the current increases like this from 0 to onward. A typical IV characteristic of photodiode is shown in figure. When no light is incident on photodiode, the reverse current due to the applied reverse voltage is known as dark current. When light is incident on photo, increase reverse current is observed. By changing the intensity of light, reverse current can be changed. Photodiode can be turned into current on and off in nanoseconds. Application of photodiode: detection of both visible and invisible light, in demodulation in switching and switching logic circuit. They require stability and high speed. Character recognition, optical communication equipment and encoder. So these are the different instruments where we use the photodiodes. It is detection of visible and invisible light. To detect invisible and visible light, we use photodiodes. Demodulation and switching, to on off any, we use there also we use photodiodes. And these are the different applications of photodiode. Pin photodiode is, it is 3-layer reverse bias junction diode as shown in figure. Here the light is incident with the glass window. Here p-type material is there, it is n-type material is there, and between this p-type and n-type, one intrinsic semiconductor is there or insulator is there. A layer of intrinsic silicon is sandwiched between two heavily doped p and n silicon materials. This has the effect of reducing the transit time of the photo induced electron hole pairs. It is so because of carrier generated by a light photons incident on the middle of the eye layer have less distance traveled than it generated at one of the other side of the layer. Such as diode has a faster response than PN photodiode. The reverse current increases with level of illumination. PIN photodiodes are ultra fast, having switching speed in nanosecond. Such a device are widely used for detecting laser pulses, ultra fast switching and logic circuits. So these are the different applications where we use the PIN photodiode. It is faster than the simple photodiode, means within nanosecond the circuit can be switched off or on. Avalanche photodiode: the avalanche photodiode has a operate avalanche breakdown region where electron hole pairs that are generated by incident light are accelerated by electric field to produce more such carriers, thereby achieving photo multiplication of 52 or so on. Avalanche photodiode is a device like with diode and can be operated at modulation frequency of a few gigahertz with an excellent signal to noise ratio. So for more at higher frequency level, that is in gigahertz, means 10 raised to power 9 hertz, at that particular instrument we use this avalanche photodiode. So depending upon the what type of requirement, we can use simple photodiode, PIN photodiode or avalanche photodiode. Solar cell: a solar cell converting sunlight into electric energy, that is photovoltaic conversion. So here the light is incident at this middle region. Here it is p-type semiconductor, it is n-type semiconductor. The construction of a p-n junction semiconductor diode is built in the electric field. It is shown here, the solar cell, how the circuit diagram is there. When a sunlight is incident on the p-n junction, semiconductor electrons and holes are generated. These electron holes are separated by inbuilt electric field of p-n junction. Due to the inbuilt electric field, holes move to the p side and electrons move to the n side. The motion causes external current called photo-generated current. So here we say that the holes, they are electrons, they are moving p-type, and holes, they are moving to the n-type. The positive potential surface act as a positive terminal and negative potential surface act as a negative terminal. Like a DC source, Hence, this device acts as a DC source and external resistance RL can be connected as shown in figure. IV characteristic of solar cell is shown in figure. The power output solar cell is equal to product of Im into Vm. Im is the maximum current, Vm is the maximum voltage. Thus, shaded part is in the figure correspond to the maximum power. So, this is the shaded part of rectangle. It is the maximum power. So, this is the maximum voltage, that is Vm, and this is the maximum current. So, we find the maximum current and maximum voltage and we draw one graph, and the rectangle between this graph, it will work like a maximum power. Parameters of solar cell. The three main parameters of a solar cell is open circuit voltage, that is VOC. V is the voltage and OC is the open circuit. VOC is the formula, VOC equal to 2.303 kT upon Q log 10 I plus IL upon IO. Short circuit current, that is ISC, it is equal to minus IL, that is load current. Fill factor FF is equal to Vm into Im upon VOC into ISC. Vm is the maximum current, Im is the maximum voltage, Im is the maximum current, VOC is the open circuit voltage, ISC is the short circuit current. Efficiency equal to P max upon P in. P max is the maximum power, P in is the input power. It is nothing but VOC into ISC into FF upon P in. So in this way, with the help of solar cell, we can find out its fill factor, efficiency, and similarly the open circuit voltage VOC and the short circuit current ISC. Okay, thank you.